children, once again we are back in the science period. So today we will have the fourth part of the revision of chapter Nutrition in Animals. Till yesterday we had few of the topics of the same chapter, that is nutrition, different ways of taking in of the food and digestive system in human beings. So in each period we have discussed about these three topics, and I hope it is clear to one and all. So here we will start with the session with an answer and question. So here are few of the questions on the screen. Please try to answer them. Largest gland in the body. Yes, children, I hope you all know it's your liver. Second, organ of the body where digestion of food is completed. Yes, it is your small intestine. Organ where digestion of carbohydrate begins. Yes, it's your mouth. So this is how again and again I'm reminding you how the questions will be there for your exam, and this is just a revision. Next part, that is name the following. Teeth had similar function. Teeth having similar function. Yes, children. So I remember, it's your molar and premolar. Organ where absorption of water and salt takes place. Yes, it is your large intestine. Process of taking in of the food into the body. Yes, it's your first step of nutrition, and it is ingestion. So children, as you know, we have finished off with the digestion in the human beings, and today we are going to start up with the digestion in grass eating animals. Before starting, I will go through one term, and that is rumen. A rumen is a part of the stomach where the food is stored by the grass eating animals. What is curd? Curd is a partially digested food. Now, as we are discussing about the topic digestion in grass eating animals, so here I just want to come up with the first term, that is herbivores. So children, what are herbivores? Herbivores are the animals such as your cow, goat, buffalo, etc. These animals depend on plants directly for their food, and they have the capability to digest the cellulose. Yesterday, if you remember, in the session, I told you about the fibers which are present within the green leafy vegetables, which are not digested within the human body, are given out as such by the large intestine into the rectum, and then they are passed out through the excreta, through the anus. But these herbivorous animals, they have the capability to digest these cellulose. These animals have four-chambered stomach, and here these herbivorous animals, they have you can say they have the habit of eating quickly and then storing this large amount of grass into the rumen, which is a part of their stomach, where it softens. The rumen contains millions of microorganisms, and a large amount of saliva is also secreted within the rumen. The food is chewed within the mouth, then it is passed within the rumen, where the microorganisms begin to break down the food. The animals now regulate and bring the content of the rumen back into the mouth several times and chew it again. The food material is now said to be cud, as I already referred that term to you. So it is again returned to the mouth in small lumps. The additional chewing helps in breaking down the cellulose content further. The regulation and the chewing of the cud is called rumination. That means again and again when it is brought back to the mouth for chewing is said to be rumination, and the animals that does it are said to be ruminants. These animals, now the food is passed through the other two chambers before it reaches to the fourth chamber of the stomach. As I said, they have four chambers. The hydrochloric acid and the gastric juice secretes in these chambers now digest the protein that is present, and the food can take as much as 80 hours to pass through the digestive system of the ruminants. Now, this is how the process of digestion takes place in ruminants, either in grass eating animals. Next, the animal, either the organism which you are seeing on the screen, all of you are familiar with. It is a unicellular, microscopic living organism which lives in the freshwater puddles, ponds, and they feed mostly on the remains of the plants. Yes, these organisms are very minute. They cannot be seen with the naked eye, but all of you are familiar with them. This is amoeba. Amoeba has false feet, and the other name for it is pseudopodia. Already when I started with, I told you they engulf the food, and when they engulf the food, they just take in the entire food, and then they are giving it to the food inside the body in the form of food vacuole. This is what is the process of digestion in amoeba. So here amoeba has finger-like projections or the false feet called pseudopodia, which constantly change its shape and position, which helps in movement and capture of the food. This food is trapped in a food vacuole and it feeds on these microscopic organisms. Here you can see the process of phagocytosis, how this amoeba is capturing the food. Here you can see that this amoeba, it takes in the bacteria here, and this bacteria it takes with the help of the pseudopods. Here you can see it has got the pseudopods. So with the help of that pseudopod, here you can see these are the pseudopods with the help of which it is engulfing the food. Now this food is captured inside, and this food, when captured inside, it goes within the body of amoeba and it covers it with this. You can see this is a false feet, that is your pseudopodia. Now from here it will be again taken in and then it is digested within the body, okay, and this is called as phagolysosomes. Now after the digestion, this food is again thrown out by the opening of these, you can say, pseudopodia, either the false feet, and this process is said to be egestion. So children, here you saw how this bacteria has been taken in by the amoeba. Then while it was taken in, the false feet were enlarged, they form a funnel like, and then the entire this thing was covered, and then once it was covered it was digested here, and then it was excreted out, or else it was given out of the body, it was expelled out. The food when was taken in, it was in the form of a vacuole, and it is said to be food vacuole. The digestive juices within the food vacuole here act on this food and breaks it down into simpler soluble substances which are absorbed and utilized, and the undigestible food was given out from the body through the cell membrane. So here children, you found as the digestion was taking place in the higher organisms, within the same way it was taken in amoeba also under the 5 steps of nutrition. Here there is a question session again for you, because here you have to explain the process of digestion in the ruminants, and what do they digest and where do they digest their food, and what are the 2 steps which are involved into it. This is question number 1. Question number 2, explain how amoeba takes in the nutrition with the help of the diagram. Here you can see the diagram is given. Okay, here you can refer that and it will help you out. Third one, label the given diagram completely. Now you will ask, where is the diagram? So here you can see on your screen, this is the alimentary canal which you have been studying, and here in this class also you have studied it under your digestive system of human beings. So here you have to label, whatever labeling you can do, and the remaining you can ask, and we will just refer that, or I will give you the answers in the next period. Here one more form of the question. Choose the correct sequence in the steps of nutrition. As you know, there are 5 steps in the nutrition. So here they have been given to you. You have to find out which is the correct sequence, either which among all is the correct sequence. First is ingestion, second is digestion, absorption, assimilation, egestion. Second one, ingestion, assimilation, digestion, absorption and egestion. Third one, ingestion, digestion, assimilation, absorption, egestion. Fourth one, ingestion, assimilation, absorption, digestion and egestion. So children, you all know, first the food is taken in, so that is your ingestion. Secondly, it is digested into your stomach, so that is your digestion. Third step, it is absorbed within the small intestine, and there the complete digestion is taking place. Then that is utilized, so that is what is your assimilation. And last, with the help of your large intestine, the food is ejected out, it is given out, and that is your egestion. So here the sequence 1 is the correct answer. I hope it is clear. So here the entire summary of the entire thing. First we have studied about the mode of feeding. So there were different animals, different organisms, they have different ways of eating, taking in of the food and eating. So if you remember, we have talked of sponging, sucking, engulfing, taking in the food by the help of the long tongue, that was in the case of a frog, tearing of the food by the bird, that is eagle, and so on. Then came your digestive system, and in digestive system we have studied about the 5 types of the nutrition, how that process goes on. So we have discussed about the ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion by the help of the various organs. that were taking place. Here the digestion started from the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. And later on there were few glands which are helping, and among them we had the liver, the pancreas, gallbladders, etc. Then came the digestion in the grass eating animals that we have done today. These animals, they have the capability to digest the cellulose. And last is the feeding and the digestion in amoeba. I hope it is clear and the chapter is once again revised and it is clear to one and all. Thank you. Sai Ram.